we're a core knowledge plus school because we supplement our content a lot to make sure it meets the needs of our diverse learners. And when Zoe got into this westward expansion unit, it was a whole bunch of O Pioneer, wagon trains, river boats, trains, and very based sort of in this manifest destiny mentality. And that is a perfectly valid way to teach westward expansion. It really is, because westward expansion was really, really good for a lot of people, and we probably would not be here today had it not unfolded the way that it did. But westward expansion was not good for everybody. And I was really worried that Zoe was only getting sort of half of the story. And so I sat down and I thought to myself, okay, what is it I really want her to know by the end of this unit? What do I want her to be able to answer? And I wanted her to be able to think about how can progress be both positive and negative? That's really what I wanted her to be able to reflect on with this unit. And so we supplemented a lot. We brought in the core knowledge sequence, for example, includes a short story that's told from the perspective of a pioneer girl who's going out on the road, right? And so we Venn diagram, early grades teacher's best friend. We did a Venn diagram activity using a story about a Bitterroot Salish girl who was being forcibly removed from her home. That was one way. We brought in fiction, nonfiction. We brought in poetry from the Choctaw. We brought in, an important thing that we brought in were resistance narratives, because when you teach history, particularly this episode of history, it's almost like it's a foregone conclusion. But there was massive resistance to policies of Indian removal. We certainly taught some of the resistance narratives from Native America, but we also made a point to do resistance narratives from white folks. The ladies of Steubenville, Ohio, a group of Quaker women who wrote to Congress asking them to be more equitable. A US senator who gave a 6-hour-long speech on the floor of Congress asking folks to reject the Indian Removal Act. We brought in lots and lots of different things. And by the end of the unit, my child and many others could answer, or at least reflect on, write about that essential question. In what ways can progress be both positive and negative? They used all of their skills, their reading skills, their writing skills. We had mapping activities for geography. We had graphing activities for math. It was all sort of skill-based. It was very rigorous. For my child, she was really transformed, I would say, by this unit. It really sparked a passion for her. I took at least 3 trips to the Bookies, which is our little independent teacher bookstore in Southeast Denver, to get her nonfiction books about Native America, that kind of thing. And then she did the most incredible thing. She asked us to do something over spring break. She didn't want to go to camp. She didn't want to lay around and play video games. This is what she wanted to do. She wanted to go see the site of the Sand Creek Massacre because she had read about it in some of her books. So she was really, really motivated by this content. And you know that you're getting it right when the kids are doing it on their own time. You know you're getting it right.